defense was actually playing pretty well, and then it basically just all fell apart, period. But I also think that they're exhausted considering the offense hasn't done shit. Okay. Okay. All right. My internet just went out for the entire second quarter, but it's back. So join me. Here's the link. Okay, hi guys. So sorry. My internet went out for the entire second quarter. Look at Mars. Oh my god, she's so cute. I can't. I don't know what happened. Just has been garbage. Um Tommy Cutlets is dealing. He looks okay. It's not really all on him. What I don't understand is the Giants signed Tyree Phillips, who is an experienced swing tackle. And yet, you know where he is? On the practice squad. I don't think they elevated him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did not. No, they did not elevate him. So instead of elevating him, they put in Chris Hubbard when Illuminor goes down, and this is what we're dealing with. And part of me is like, I'm not mad because I kind of saw that this was the way that it was going to go, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad in the first half. And also, Baker Mayfield, like, I get it, dude. You're happy, but you guys are winning 23-0. You didn't have to do that to Tommy DeVito. That was kind of fucked up. I get it. They're competitors and this and that, but I felt like that was a little unnecessary. If it's me, which whatever. Barry, I don't blame you. I would also have a headache. Yes, the Giants got booed walking into the locker room. I have Red Zone on right now. I think if the Giants keep playing like this, Dable will get fired. I agree with you. I think you have to wonder why they signed Tyree Phillips and yet they're going with Chris Hubbard, like the personnel decisions like that. And I don't think that's a Joe Shane move. Like that's a coaching move for you to be like, yeah, I'm going to go into this game, with that as my swing tackle. So, I don't really think it's the GM. And I think this is interesting because I don't know if you guys listened to Carl Banks and Bob Papa's podcast, but Carl Banks was saying, when this report from Jordan Renan came out that players don't like the GM, he's like not well liked in the locker room. Carl was like, no one likes the GM. Even back when we were playing, like a lot of the players didn't love the GM either. That's nothing new. That doesn't really mean anything. It says more if they don't like the coach. So I thought that was very interesting. So I don't think Dable's job is safe. No. I mean, listen, I understand that he's limited and he can only do so much with what he has. But when you're down 23-0 at halftime to a 4-6 team, like, it's not looking good. I actually said to someone and to my family group chat that I think if the Giants get shut out, I would not be surprised if Dable gets fired tomorrow because John Mara is sick of the embarrassment of losing at home. I also heard Tiki say at the half that fans were leaving early at halftime. So not great. Not great. Yes, the Giants got booed. In all fairness, Baker gave the lamest. I know. I'm like, dude, you're not even Italian. That was like the worst Italian. Work on it. Come on. I know Baker did say he likes Tommy. That's why I'm kind of like, why did you do that? Like, do something to make fun of neighbors or someone else, like, or Tommy. Like, I know he's not a great quarterback, but like, he's getting trucked by that offensive line. Yes, this game is painful. Yes, my bulldog has said, I'm good. Hello, Harris. I don't think Neighbors has a single target. Oh, that's what I meant to pull up ESPN because I want to see how I'm doing on my bets because I haven't been able to check because my internet's been out. So please tell me. Why does Tyreek Hill not have a touchdown? What are we doing here? I knew I shouldn't have done that. Yes, Barry, please hit the like button, guys. Maybe Locke is a better QB and they will win more games with him. Hence why DeVito is starting, and they're saying he brings mojo to the team. Maybe I wonder about that. Like, did they sit down? The internet's back.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, have fun.
Thanks. Look at this dog. She's so cute. Yeah, I know. Part of me wonders, like, did Dable have a conversation with John Mara and say, listen, we're going to miss out on a really good quarterback again if we win these games? The thing is, like, I think it's one thing for the front office to have that conversation, but like, how do you have that conversation with your players? I don't think you do, right? Like, these guys are fighting for contracts. So I don't know, but part of me does wonder, like, is the front office on board with the tank? You know? Yeah, Baker is a wise guy. If you were a coach, would you be the one to discipline or would you be more of not as hard? I think it's hard to find the right balance because as a coach, like, you don't want to feel like you're their parent, like disciplining them. But I think you have to discipline them because you can't let them think that they're going to get away with whatever they want because they're not disciplined for it. So I don't really know what the right balance is, but I do think that the coach, yes, has to have some sort of discipline and consequences. Like, I think that Deontay Banks should have been benched immediately after the Jalen Hurts tackle. Like, to me, he should have immediately been benched. Like, you do something wrong, there is consequences, like you do with your children, which I don't have children, so I wouldn't know, but got to be disciplined, It's like the offensive line is just feeding Tommy to the Bucs. Yes, he's already been sacked 3 times this half. No, Mara will never sell the team. I know. I actually think the Eagles versus Rams game is going to be pretty close. I think that having McVay is going to be the biggest deciding factor. So I don't know. I think it's going to end up being close. It could be interesting. I actually was working on a parlay before with a Barkley, Williams, TD, and then Matthew Stafford, I think 200 plus yards, but I'm still deciding on that. I know my internet wanted to save me. They knew the outcome of the game. It's funny. My husband is a Pats fan and they're also getting destroyed 24-0. So brutal. Yes. Jared Goff. Yes. Should have bet on the Lions to win. Exactly. With winning games, it's the management coaching, not the players. Yes. Washington playing like ass so much for the spread. I know. I saw that they're tied 3-3. I'm like, dude, I thought Washington was really going to help them try and win the division. I mean, I don't have faith in them. They should be absolutely destroying the Cowboys right now with supposedly how good this team is. Very frustrating. I need them to get it together. This has happened with plenty of other teams. GM coach decide they're going for the number 1 pick and they play the least obvious players for a chance to better their future. I agree with that. And I wonder, I mean, I think out of all the players, the game's back. Lucky me. Tommy DeVito, does he do something good? Yeah, there we go. Neighbors, there's his first reception. All right, I'm going to turn the game back on, and I'll go back to red zone later. I agree, Harris. I do think McVay is cocky, but I do think he's a good coach. But also, your head coach is Sirianni. So if you don't like him, that's one thing. But he also is a cocky motherfucker. Oh, Neighbors. It's a good thing that went out of bounds. I don't know if they're going to call that a catch or not. Let's see how I am doing on my bets. Okay, Scott, I actually ate already. When my internet was down around like almost 2 o'clock, I was like, I'm getting too hungry. I'm eating. So I had leftover turkey, stuffing, string beans, and a gingerbread cookie and cranberry sauce. And it was delicious. But it's at this point in the season, like I'm not that invested in the game. Like if it was earlier on, I probably would have eaten earlier and then waited until the game was over because I'd be like jumping around with excitement and stuff. But at this point, there's none of that. Okay, what do I have? Mike Evans, most receiving yards of the game. Oh, I forgot I did that one. I did Bucky Irving to record 50 plus rushing yards in each half. Don't know if he did that. Rashad White to record 25 plus rushing yards in each half. He might have done that already in the first half. I need, wow, Joe Mixon doesn't have a touchdown either. All right, my parlay, so I did a 5-leg parlay with these are all anytime touchdowns. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mike Evans, Joe Mixon, Tyreek Hill. I need Mike Evans, Joe Mixon, and Tyreek Hill. Only the Lions. Why are only the Lions good, old, reliable week in and week out? I also did Sterling Shepard. I did another parlay with Wandale over 35.5. That's not happening. He has 5 yards. And then Sterling Shep over 17.5. He has 11. Oh, I did do a Lions. I did do a Lions parlay. Also, I'm silly and did a Tyrone Tracy touchdown with a Bucky Irving parlay. I don't know why I did that. It's stupid. Okay. I know. I'm with you, Cynthia. Like I knew it was going to be bad. I just didn't think it was going to be this bad. Like I thought at the very least, maybe we'd have a field goal or two at this point in the game, like we would have gotten close enough to go for a field goal. So the fact that, that didn't happen is disappointing. I don't blame you for not watching on Thanksgiving. It's going to be so boring. Willie, I just lost internet. We have Optimum and they are trash. And sometimes we just lose internet for a while. So it was out during the whole second quarter and it just came back. All right. So I was on FanDuel. Let me check first of all, let me check if Bucky Irving, if they got those the first half or else those are moot, which they must have or else it would have been settled already, right? I just rewatched Giants fans' reaction to Daniel Jones being picked. Literally nobody wanted him. Yeah, we could have had Josh Allen. Yeah. Yep. I know 2024 is ending soon, but you are one of my bright spots. Thank you, Harris. That is so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, Marcy is just, she's like, this sucks. Over it. Oh, I met for Thanksgiving. Okay, Scott, that's a good question. We're gonna be at my in-laws, so I would assume we will probably eat around like 4. So maybe before the game. Oh my God, Anissa, I have had the worst skin issues thank you so much. That's so nice because I have had severe cystic acne to the point where like I wouldn't even teach a workout class without makeup on. So I have been through it with my skin. I will say I recently just did a whole gut testing and I'm almost done with it. Anti-inflammatory diet to heal my gut because it seems like some of my skin issues were coming from that. So if you're dealing with a skin issue, try an anti-inflammatory diet. I also worked with a doctor because we did like testing and stuff, but you could probably do it on your own. Okay, let me see about the stats. No, Bucky Irving only had 23 in the first and Rashad White 15. Wow, I should have done the receiving, not the rushing. Damn. Well, there goes those. Going to win again. 11-1. God, my team sucks. I'm 3-8. And I killed it last week too, so I was all excited, but my team is so hit or miss. And with all the injuries and stuff, like Paka Nakua being out the first 4 weeks absolutely destroyed my team. Destroyed. All right, gotta turn off red zone. The Lions are winning now. I think they're up 14-6. But they just turned it over on downs in their own, or no, in the Colts. Wow, Giants move the ball. Look at this. They're already down at the 15-yard line. Here we go. Tyrone Tracy, anytime TD. Can we do it? Yeah, Jermaine Illuminor is not best. give us some homework, something we could touch base on. Well, who did the Giants play next? The Cowboys, which I don't really have any faith that between this game and the Cowboys game that's going on right now, and like both of these teams, I mean, it could be the Panthers game all over again, except it could go to overtime. Just whoever gets a field goal first wins at this rate. Go Tracy. I should serve alcohol or something. I had mulled wine left over from Friendsgiving yesterday, but I just was not really in the mood to drink today. I'm not hungover. I just was like, I'm good. Yes, this is a great question. Why do the Giants love playing their worst ball at home? I don't know. And we have all seen, right, during today that it's not a Daniel Jones problem. It's a quarterback problem as a whole. Yes, part of it. But it's not just Daniel Jones sucking at home. It's the Giants sucking at home. Go, Tracy. Go. Yes. All right. Okay, here are my other TDs. Wow, this is not looking good. So my parlay, my 4-pick touchdown parlay on DraftKings is David Montgomery, the best, always scores, got it. Mike Evans, Joe Mixon, and Aaron Jones, which the last 3 have not done it yet. Oh, that was the only one that I did. All my other ones are old. Okay. Go, Tracy. Oh, shit. Oh my God. He just fumbled, you guys. Tracy just fumbled and the Bucs recovered it. Please let him have been down already. Seventh red zone turnover by the Giants, if that stands. Please, can we catch some sort of break here and let him be down already? Be down. Be down. I don't think his knee was down. What? Like, we can't have 2 running backs with fumbling issues, okay? I thought Singletary was bad enough. And I love Tracy. Like, I don't think this was an issue for him in college. Yes, hard to watch. If we get our quarterback, we have so many needs. Can we trust this organization to right the ship? That's a fair question. I don't know. Oh, are the Jets on a bye week? I don't think they're playing right now. But I'll check. Yeah, Jets are on a bye. They play Seattle next week. Anyway, I think based on what they did this season with the draft and the free agents that they brought in, I do feel like they are capable of getting this team in the right direction. Obviously, there are a lot of holes. I would like to see them do in free agency. I want them to sign Tyree Phillips to a long-term deal. Let him be a veteran swing tackle. God knows we need it. I'd like a veteran corner. I'd like a veteran quarterback. And maybe a defensive lineman, but I would also be fine with going defensive lineman in the draft. And then in the draft, I want another offensive lineman. I want maybe 2 offensive linemen, a tackle or a guard and a center. We need a backup for JMS. And then I would like a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a wide receiver. What am I missing? Does that cover all the bases? No, I agree. I would like the Giants to flex out Cowboys and Giants on Thanksgiving because that game is going to be boring. Trying to enter into my health clean girl era. If you're on TikTok, there will be a lot of good inspo for you there, which will be helpful. I know. I'm not upset we're losing. I'm upset we're getting embarrassed. You know, like lose with dignity, you know? Keep it close. Act like you care. Hi, Marcy. I am feeling something. I mean, I felt like they had a really great drive. I'm disappointed that that was likely a turnover. It sucks. I don't know why all of a sudden Tracy is having an issue with turnovers, but I think we can all agree it's not just a Daniel Jones problem as to why this team sucks. They have some holes to fill for sure. I felt like the defense was doing pretty well in the beginning. I honestly just think the defense is exhausted. The offense, oh, Tracy looks like he's going to cry again. You think Dable's telling him, like, it's okay, man. We're going to get a new quarterback in here. Don't worry about it. um, anyway, I thought, it wasn't going to be a shutout. I'll say that. I thought like maybe we were going to have a field goal at this point, maybe two. What's going on? Oh. But yeah, I honestly just think the defense is exhausted. They've been on the field for 90% of this game. So I think even if they were playing well, it was going to be hard for them to keep it up at this rate. I really don't know what the problem is. Like, I think part of it is coaching and play calling. I think part of it is the talent. Part of it is the bad quarterback situation. Part of it is the defense can't stop the run. Like, there's so many things that I don't know. Like, I don't know if once we have this upcoming drafted free agency under our belt and we get more talent in those specific positions, especially at quarterback, like I do think that's going to make a big difference. Yes. Come on, a pick six here, please. Give us something. Look, even Dexter Lawrence is tired. So I don't know. We need a number one corner, quarterback, interior lineman, and Jesus. Yes, they are. I honestly wouldn't, if the Giants get shut out at home today and they keep racking up the score, like it's like 40 nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if Dable gets fired, but I'm I don't feel positive that they would do it. So I don't know. Yes, Jets fired the GM. I don't think the Jags will go for a quarterback. They signed Trevor Lawrence to a 4-year deal. So you think Dable lost the locker room? If the Giants get humiliated on Thanksgiving, it's possible they fire everyone with the long week afterwards. Shane and Dable do not deserve to draft a quarterback. I don't think they will fire Shane during the season. I think if they're going to fire them, they're going to fire both of them at the end of the year. Damn internet. I I think that Mara and Tish have learned at this point that you can't fire the head coach, force a head coach on the GM, then the GM's got a quarterback, but if it doesn't work out with the quarterback after a year, then you get rid of the GM. Like it's got to be either both or neither, I think. At least for maybe one more year or however long they want to do it. But I think it has to be a package deal. I think it's easier to get a coach and a GM at the same time and let them pick their own quarterback. Yeah, but to be fair, Sirianni like doesn't really do anything. Like I don't know what he does. I think Daniel Jones is watching and laughing his ass off. I texted my cousin that earlier. I was like, Daniel Jones is having the last laugh with his feet up on the couch, nodding to himself, maybe drinking a Bud Light, saying, ha ha ha. Oh, thank you, Scott. That was fun. It was nice to chat with someone who roots for another team, knows a lot about them and what, because going into this game with the Bucs, like I don't know much about their run defense and stuff like that. I knew they started out the year really well and then kind of just fell off a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, Jones is watching and laughing. Who are these people? Like the Bucs And is this what every other Aziz has been downgraded to out with a toe injury? I mean, Kayvon was DJ Davidson is also questionable to return, although I do think that Kayvon was probably going to get more of the snaps today anyway, knowing that they were going to likely run the ball a lot. Baby, Gamecocks, number 14. Love it. At least one of my football teams is good. Jones did not get paid 160 million, guys. Why does no one know how this contract works? We've been talking about it for 2 fucking years. He didn't get paid $160 million. The $160 million was for 4 years. Guess what? They cut him after 2, not even after 2, which means he only got 82 million in guaranteed money. He did not get paid the full 160. Baker playing like he's in college against us, true. Who scored the Washington TD? Also, what is going on with Minnesota? Like, where is Justin Jefferson? Oh my God, Banks got a hand on that, but not good enough. I don't think Dable wants to be fired, but if he resigned, then I think they would make, like, if he did it in season, they would probably make Kafka the head coach. Because as of right now, he's the assistant head coach. I don't really know what he does, but do you think this offseason with the cap space we will have, how do you think they will go about it? So I want them. So they're going to have about, as of right now, they have about 60 million in cap space. They're going to cut some other guys, free up some more money. So I would like to see them sign a veteran quarterback, a veteran corner. What did I say before? Offensive lineman, swing tackle, Tyree Phillips, sign him to a multi-year deal. 3 years would be great. And then either, I want them to re-sign Aziz, so you keep him at edge, but then in the draft or free agency, interior defensive lineman next to Dex. Could be either one. Yeah, the Cowboys aren't beating Washington. But that game is so pathetic. Like, I mean, the Cowboys are so bad this year that they should be destroying them. And the fact that they're not is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. I don't understand why the Jets fired the GM right now. Like, do it at the end of the season. What, the trade deadline is over. All he can do is sign and pick up a couple other guys. But I think part of the reason, from what I understand, is that he wanted to bench Aaron Rodgers. So maybe they were just like, you're done, gotta go. But also Aaron Rodgers has looked like shit this year. So Jags are going O-line if they don't take Hunter. Yeah, the Jags need some help too. So 2nd and 9. Oh, good. He dropped it. Yeah, all or nothing. Totally agree. How can you still cover this team? Well, I am going to start talking more baseball. I'm going to talk more Yankees and Mets because all of us love the Giants. 99% of us either root for one of those 2 teams. So at least we'll have something else that we can talk about. I like Vrabel as a head coach option. And then I honestly think that maybe I would promote assistant GM Brandon Brown. I think he's done a really nice job. I don't know if he has any relation or relationship with Vrabel. I love Ben Johnson, but if they go to the Super Bowl or something, like, I don't know why he would want to leave. Also, someone told me that he doesn't want to be a head coach. I don't know if that's true. Oh, that's going to be a DPI. There we go. All right, well, give Mike Evans the TD at least at this point, because I mean, oh, I was Adoree. Of course it was. It was so bad. Also, did Washington go for 2 or they just missed the kick? Why is it 9-3? Adoree, bro, come on. Mayfield carving us up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Yes, I have Optimum internet, and I don't know why in Connecticut they are horrific. We lose internet too often than we should for the amount of money that we pay for them. Yeah, no pride. Oh, Daniels scored the TD versus Dallas. Okay. Yes, Gamecocks went up in the rankings. Love it. Kellen Moore could be a head coach option. I think maybe I would consider it. No, give it to, just give it to Mike Evans. Gonna ruin my parlay. Bold to think Barra and Tish have learned anything. You're probably right. NFL contracts are not guaranteed. Yes, that's why they always say exactly. That's why the people who are like, I can't believe we paid Jones 160 million. I'm like, we didn't. We would have paid him 160 million if he stayed on for all 4 years. Our D looks like they are done. Yeah. I don't blame them. I mean, the time of possession in this game is out of control. Let's see what it actually is. But I bet the Giants have under 7 minutes. I'll say 8. Let's see, where's time of possession on this thing? Oh, I was wrong, but okay, time of possession. Bucs 27 minutes and the Giants 14. Like, what do I expect from the defense at this point? They're exhausted. Yeah, Aziz could go somewhere else. If the Giants are going to resign, I would like the Giants to resign him if they could. To be fair, Willie, I don't really think anyone likes Woody Johnson, but I'm not surprised that the locker room doesn't like him. With all you said about who you'd want in free agency, might as well get Bugs Bunny to fill in. At least, I mean, if he could play multiple positions, that'd be great. I know. I wanted Fios. That's what I used to have. They don't have it in Connecticut. At least where I am in Connecticut, they don't have it right now. Optimum was our only option. But Go Net Speed is coming to the area. If anyone has Go Net Speed, let me know. They come to our house all the time. Yeah, the future doesn't look bright. I'm with you on that. Oh, it was a missed kick. Okay, interesting. Was this the type of football you wanted with DeVito? No, I wanted them to actually, look competitive and maybe score a touchdown. I mean, I bet on Tyrone Tracy, so would have liked him to score, but I would go to a Knicks game. I'm not really a basketball person. So if someone offered me courtside seats for free, I'd be like, sure, but I don't know. Basketball has never done it for me. Absolutely not do I support the Sanders package deal. Hell no. I do like living in Connecticut. We moved here about 4 years ago, and the Friendsgiving that I had last night was all friends that we met locally. And we're best friends with our neighbors, which is amazing. So we got really lucky with that and have made really good friends. And my family lives in New Jersey. My husband's family lives in Massachusetts. So we're in between the two of them, which is nice. And we're close to the beach, which I love. I think ours is fiber too. Oh, of course, Gibbs has 2 TDs. He's so good. I don't know about offensive player of the year. I think there's a lot of really good options. Like Derrick Henry has to be in the mix, I think. Who's that? Smith Marset? Yeah. Who else is having a really good year offensively? I mean, Gibbs and Montgomery, I feel like you could pick literally anyone off the Lions. They're killing it. I told my coworker the Giants would lose by 40, and she's like, no way, Tommy DeVito is going to be great. Oh my God. I just all the people who are like, Tommy DeVito is going to solve this. I'm like, okay. Oh shit. Wow, look at this. Carolina put up 15 points against the Chiefs so far. Could you imagine if the Panthers beat the Chiefs? Oh my God, I would love it. They're up to 16 now. God, epic. Would be epic. I don't know about Locke. I don't expect them to make a change at quarterback after this week. I honestly think they're just going to stick with DeVito the rest of the year. Locke's not going to be here next year. I think they have to see what DeVito can do. Couldn't get the play call off in time. Classic. Yes, my dog is like this. I'm not watching this trash. And my husband's a Pats fan, so I was like flipping back and forth to the Pats game too, which is even, well, I don't know, is it worse now? It was 24-0 last time I checked. Still 24 nothing. Rough day in this household. Hello, Kit DeCraze. She's a Giants fan because she hangs out with me more. I think She Got Sports changed her name, like her handle, but I think she still does streaming and stuff. Go, Wandale. Come on, I need you to get 30 more yards, buddy. Actually, Willie, that's a good question. I was wondering how tall Tommy DeVito was when I was looking at it before. Tommy DeVito height. Oh, he's 6'2". He doesn't look that tall, honestly. I thought he was like maybe 10. Yes, She Got Sports is also hurting just like us. Tommy's going to punch holes in his parents' walls tonight. Eddie Goomba, not good. I'll tell you that. I think it was a horrible decision. The Bucs, this is a tweet from Jordan Schultz. The Bucs just became the first team this season to have 4 different players score a rushing touchdown in the same game. Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irving, Sean Tucker, and Rashad White. Can you throw it to Mike Evans? Oh, Dallas just scored. Dude, Minnesota. Can Aaron Jones get a touchdown, please? Or help my fantasy team and let it be, what's it called? Go, Neighbors. The over-under on Neighbors was 56.5 yards. I wonder, what does he have now? 30, maybe? The Titans versus the Texans game is wild. Also, Joe Mixon. Why are you not in the red zone? The guy has had a touchdown in the last 6 games. Killing me. Hello, Grega. Can we act like we care just a little bit? I mean, I really feel for Dexter Lawrence. He's been on this team for so long. Do you know how many games he has played at home and watched fans leave early and boo them week in and week out? I'm just like, God, I feel so bad for this guy. Go Singletary. Yeah, that's true. The Bucs don't even have to pass, which I knew that was going to happen. I knew our run defense wasn't really going to be able to stop them. Yeah, next year the Giants are definitely going to get a vet and a rookie quarterback. I think they might just keep DeVito on the practice squad. Go, Theo. Also, did anyone take the over on Theo Johnson? I'm so pissed that I didn't because it was 21.5 yards and his first reception was 23 yards. 1 reception. Nailed it. So I wish I did that. Are they going to say it's 4th and 1? 3rd and 1? Oh no, he converted. All right, there's Wandale. Another 7, 8 yards. Oh no, David Montgomery went to the locker room with a shoulder injury. He already got his tutty, which is what I needed him for. Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, come on. Theo Johnson just got a pass interference call. Jesus. Also, is this the first time Dable has ever worn glasses? I don't think I've ever seen him in glasses before, outside of sunglasses. I would love to be a fly on the wall in the locker room. I really don't know. I think the players like Dexter Lawrence and Slayton, who love Jones, are very close to him. I think they were disappointed knowing that the Giants made a business decision because of the injury guarantee. But realistically, he wasn't a great quarterback and he was going to get benched at some point. So I think ultimately they understand that, but they were disappointed. I don't know what they feel about Dable. I didn't expect players to come out and be like, yeah, we're glad they benched Daniel Jones. He's the reason why we're losing. Like, you can look at every game and say that there were mistakes across the board with probably every single player on the team except for Dexter. So I don't really know. I think these last 7 weeks will be the ultimate test if they continue to play well and fight to win. Today, I think I'm not sold on the fact that the defense has given up. I think they're exhausted. They can't get off the field. So I don't know. Maybe they have given up at this point. And honestly, I don't really blame them if they do, but I don't know if that's, I know it reflects on the coach, but I don't think they're like, we're giving up because we don't like Dable. I think they're just like, well, the offense has proven to us that they can't do anything. So we're not coming back from this at this point. Yeah, but the Bills are not giving up Josh Allen. It's not happening. He already signed a long-term deal with the Bills. And if you're the Bills, why would you give him up? It's funny because the kids' table that we had set up last night, they had all put like pillows around the bottom of it and made it a fort. But this is comfortable. Yes, Jones handled it with class, like always. The Giants put him with the defense was embarrassing. Yeah. So apparently what came out about that, because Kurt Warner also tweeted about this, but it sounds like they needed a volunteer to stand in at safety for the defense. And Jones, being Jones, volunteered to stand there. Is that the truth? I'm not so sure. Everyone says Dable is a quarterback whisperer. Already had Josh Allen, who would have done good with any coach. It's really hard to tell. I'm sure they will maybe try and put in some sort of offer with the Bills. But I just think if you're the Bills and you're not in a rebuild, I just don't know if that's a good selling point for them. You know what I mean? It's like the same people who are like, why didn't we trade Jones? I'm like, no one was going to trade for Jones on that contract. Although apparently now there are teams coming out of the woodwork who are saying, who is this by today? Was it Schefter? It made me laugh. I think it was Schefter. Adam. That there were the Baltimore Ravens and Minnesota Vikings are two of the likeliest teams to land Daniel Jones. Maybe it was Jordan Schultz. Anyway, I saw some post today that was like, Jordan Schultz. There has been significant interest in former Giants quarterback Daniel Jones since his release. Once he clears waivers, expect the Ravens, Vikings, Lions, Niners, and Dolphins to pursue him. But now they can pay him whatever they want because the Giants are paying for the rest of his deal. There we go, Wandale. What do we think? Did we get to 35 yet? I could see him going to any one of those teams. I mean, if I was him, I would go to one of those teams that are going to be a playoff contender. And then if you can go to the Niners and you can learn under Shanahan, or you can go to the Rams and learn under McVay. The Vikings, with Ben Johnson, like I think those are all. Did I say the Vikings? I meant the Lions. Those are all good options. I think the Dolphins, he could be a good backup there, but I don't know if he would go there. Okay, Neighbors has 57 yards before that reception, I think. Wandale has 40. Nice. Let's check out my parlays. Yeah, right now that Jones is available, a bunch of teams want him. It's comical, honestly. We're still in this game. We're only down by 30. Yes. Yeah, 30-0. You're not missing anything by not watching it clearly. Yeah, bad optics with the Giants across the board. Agreed. What is going on? I feel like I have a pimple here. Oh, Giants rookie receiver Malik Neighbors has the most receptions in the NFL. Wow. That's amazing. This crap always happens. We have a player on a big contract and no one wants them. Yep. Then as soon as we release them. Honestly, I hope for Daniel Jones' sake that he can revive his career a little bit, even if he's a backup and only plays a couple games but looks good. Nice, DeVito. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, shit. Was that a horse collar? Or a face mask? All right, Tyrone Tracy, guys, we're back. We're back. Let Tyrone Tracy run it in here, please. And hold on to the ball, Tracy, please. No, not a face mask, but it looks like it maybe could have been a horse collar. Yeah, you could get a minimum salary. Kind of just like the Russ Wilson thing. You know, we're paying the rest of his thing for this year. If that is Singletary, I'm going to lose my mind. God damn. Sorry, Mars. Look at you, girly. Although I did bet Singletary over 4.5 touchdowns this year, long term, and I think that was what? His third. You could have Tracy. What do you think, guys? Can we rush down the field again and this time Tracy gets a touchdown? Look at me, sweet girly. I'm so sorry I woke you up. I know you're so tired. If Jones goes to another team and balls out, the Giants will fire everyone. Probably. Listen, I don't expect him to ball out, but if he's good, then I say good for him. Who would you say it's the end for the Giants tenure when the season ends? Who three would tell? Adoree Jackson, 100% not going to re-sign him. Chris Hubbard won't be here. I want Aziz to stay. So we'll see if they re-sign him. Drew Lock is not going to be here. Please tell me that was not Tyreek Hill. These parlays, man, don't do them. Anyway, so those are definitely three that are not going to be here. Who else? I don't think Nacho is going to be here. I think he was on a 2-year deal, I think in 2023. So I think he'll be gone, and I think they'll bring in another defensive lineman. I think Darius Slayton will probably be gone. Isaiah Hodgins will probably be gone. There's going to be a few, but I think it was Joe Shane who said that 41 out of the 53 players currently on the roster are all under long-term deals. So they'll all be back next year, which is huge. The fact that we're going to have that many coming back. So that's good news. Yeah, I hope Jones doesn't go to the Raiders. They stink. If he has an opportunity to go to a playoff team, then yes, I really hope he does this. Yes, I agree, Lisa. I want him to have I want Jones to revive his career a little bit and not go out the way that he did, you know? Yeah, even though Tracy fumbled at the 5, I won't knock him. Yes, very few bright spots on our team. I agree. And look, he's a rookie. He's learning. He's got to be better about holding on to the ball, but I don't think he had a single turnover until the Panthers game. So, you know, oh, please tell me Joe Mixon scored. Although I don't really think that'll matter. At the rate my parlay is going, Evans is going to mess it up. No, nothing for Mixon. 10 carries for 15 yards. Are you guys kidding me? It's the Titans? Good God. Tracy is suffering from tiki-itis. We have the most expensive junkyard in the league. Did. Not anymore. But yeah, Waller, Nate Solder, Golden Tate. Oh my God. How could you forget the biggest one of all, Kenny Galladay? Okay, what other scenario? What about another scenario? Dave's fired or he quits, whichever. And let's just say they do a clean out front office. Who do you think would be the best turnaround? It's hard because I don't really know who's going to be out there. My ideal scenario is I think I would like the Giants' current assistant GM, Brandon Brown, who I think has done a really good job. Really, you guys couldn't tackle him. I would really like, I would promote assistant GM Brandon Brown to GM, and then ideally I would bring in Ben Johnson for the Lions if that's a possibility. If it's not a possibility, I would think about promoting Mike Kafka. Although I don't know, maybe I want a clean break from him and bring in all new people. I do like the idea of Vrabel coming in. I think he's a really good head coach, and he has experience with Shane Bowen. So I think that him coming in would be good for the defense. And I think he's a good head coach. Come on, get him. Oh, hi. Oh yeah, South Carolina plays Clemson. Oh, it was a pick six? That's why it wasn't Joe Mixon. I see it now. Tyreek Hill wasn't going to have a good year after he got pinned down by the police before the first game. You know what? I put him in my parlay last week, and after last week, I was like, I'm done with him. And then this week, I was like, they're playing the Pats. The Pats suck. Tua's like back in his groove. I was like, I'm feeling good about him. Stupid. This is what I get. Darius Muasau. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who did this? Oh my God, you've got 5 Giants there. Listen, I don't think the Giants had a shot of winning this game, but what in God's name are you doing putting Darius Muasau in right now? Like it was what, 2nd and 9? You had an opportunity to have them have a short kick and be in good field position. So I could have Tyrone Tracy score a touchdown and hit my parlay. I mean, help me out. God damn. Is there everything I do for this team? Can't do one thing for me? Yes, that's on gambling. Hello, flannel guy. I was buying marshmallows to roast over this dumpster fire. The good news is they will be crispy and delicious. All right, at least give me a Mike Evans touchdown. Come on. John Gruden just signed on to be on ESPN or something. He's getting his own TV show. So I don't think that he's going to go back to coaching. I don't know if he's going to be allowed to do both. I don't know though. But I could have sworn I saw somewhere he got his own show, something, which is why I also say about Belichick oh my God, get the ball. Yes. Yes. Giants just recovered the ball. Tyrone Tracy touchdown. Let's go. DJ Davidson fighting for his life out there. Anyway, I I kind of feel like that's going to be the case with Bill Belichick. First of all, the guy is living the life. Like, why he would want to go back to coaching, I don't know, but I'm not Bill. But I'm also like, he's got the thing with Peyton. He's got that show. He's on the Manning cast week in and week out. I don't really think, like, I would think there's some contractual thing that he's not allowed to do both, or else we would see more coaches on the Manning cast because we don't really see a lot of them, right? Like, I don't think we've ever seen Dable on it. Maybe once last year. Oh, Will Levis. Yeah, Tommy DeVito is not him. Thank you, Carlos. These are like 10 years old from Warby Parker, which I will say, I've been really lucky and my eyesight hasn't changed. But if you guys need good glasses, these were $95. I think they're still the same. And 10 years later, I mean, I don't wear them all day, every day, wear contacts, but I wear them at night and they've really held up well. I have to say, I'm very impressed with them. I know if South Carolina should make the expanded college football playoffs. If they just beat Alabama, they were this close to beating Alabama and LSU. And if they had beaten one of those teams, I feel like it would have made a significant difference. But they're finally ranked. They're all the way down to number 14 now. It's awesome. Oh my God, Marcy, do not get me started on Stephen A. Smith and L. Duncan. I saw some girl post about how L. Duncan was right, and I was like, we're done here. Absolutely not. Tyler Newman and Phillips have been playing great. Banks seems moody despite being the most talented. Yes, I agree. Winning cures all. Banks, I feel like, started off the game kind of good, and he's been a little up and down. But it's like at this point in the game, I don't even fault him because the defense has been on the field so much that I'm like, of course they're all exhausted. Like I can't really expect that much more from them when they're not a great defense to begin with and they literally can't get off the field. Yes, Vrabel, I think could be a front runner if the Giants fire Dable. Oh, it was Barstool that Gruden signed with. I knew he signed with someone. I thought the Bills were going to fire McDermott last year. I think they would kind of have to have some sort of collapse at the end of the season for them to fire him because the Bills are doing pretty well, right? Aren't they winning the AFC East? Hold on. The Giants brass. Okay, so Lawrence Tynes tweeted this at 2:23. The Giants brass made a business decision this week. The players have returned the favor and are making a business decision today. This organization needs a reboot. Very interesting coming from him. What was I just going to look at? Bills. I feel like they kind of have to have a bad fall. Yeah, they're 9-2. Like, I don't see them firing McDermott. If they didn't do it last year after the mess that ended their season, I don't see it. Oh, they're on a bye this week too. Although I mean, they could have a collapse. Theo Johnson, baby. Nice. Oh, he has an escape clause if he becomes a head coach. Wow, that's very interesting. Everything is going according to plan. Bill Belichick is getting walked around by a 20 to 24-year-old nursing rate. That's what I'm saying. The guy is living his best life. He's dating a 24-year-old. He's got his own TV show. He's on the Manning cast making fun of the Jets and everyone. I'm like, if I were him, I wouldn't want to go back to coaching. He's probably making an ass load of money. He's got none of the stress that he had to deal with as a coach / GM. I'm like, if I were him, I would be like, I'm good. Nice neighbors. So if anyone took the over on Neighbors, he definitely hit that, which is nice. Yes. L. Duncan and Steve Smith can both go kick rocks, and that's putting it mildly. These are regular glasses, really, not reading. Luckily, I don't need those yet. I don't know who's the number one in college football. Do we know? How do you like Dable screwing up that first drive by calling a Wildcat okay with DeVito at wide receiver? Did I miss that? Oh, wait, I didn't even notice that. The players didn't like the way they handled the Jones situation, so they're taking it out on Dable and Shane. Yes, that's what hi Mars. That's what Lawrence Tynes meant. All right, come on, the line is blocking. Oh, Theo. Yes, Bill Belichick is really dating a 25-year-old. Which I don't know if you guys listened to the Giant Insider, but I was dying when Jerry was like, what would you do if Bill Belichick showed up at your house? Like a 24-year-old, like I lived at home after college till I was 23 and a half. To imagine living at home and Bill Belichick coming to your door to like pick up your daughter for a date. My dad would be like, get the F word out of here. Hell no. Oh my God, DeVito. Terrible throw. Absolutely horrible. Jeez, turnover on downs. Brutal. Still pretty high, but I don't know about college football playoff. If it was 14. Well, the Gamecocks are 14 now. Yes, Cam Ward is, I think Giants fans are split on either Sanders or Ward, but from what I've seen, it seems like a bulk of them really want Ward and like him. Yeah, Belichick has nothing to prove. I agree. Wow, the Ducks are number 1? That's wild. Wow, look at that throw. The Pats get on the board. Wild, 4th and 15. Willie, that's a great question. I would love to know where they met. Oh, wait, why did they posted wait, but the Gamecocks, hold on. Oh, Baker Mayfield has a stinger and is questionable to return. Wait, what just happened with the Texans game? Hold on, what was I just going to look at? Gamecocks. Wait, no, oh, wait, that's his coach's poll. Wait, no. What is the coach's poll? Not the same as the college football rankings, I assume. Dude, oh my God. I know the Giants are pathetic. The Commanders-Cowboys game is also pathetic. 10-9? Are you guys kidding me? JJ with a tutty? Oh, Hawkinson made a grab. Nice. Oh, the AP poll has them at 16. Okay, that's why. What the hell was that coach's poll? I've literally never heard about that. Wow, the Ducks are 11-1. I know, Karen, I want the Eagles out of it so badly too. Tinder for inheritances. Scott, great business idea. Get on it. Marcy, come here. Give me the rope. You want to play? Go get it. Oh, go get it. Go get it. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. You want to play? I know. I know. Come here. Oh, the ball's out. Oh. McFadden almost recovered it. Do you believe this could have been 3 turnovers in 3 series? Oh, sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. Dexter Lawrence with the forced fumble. Oh, McFadden had it. Oh, yeah. Would you ever consider a former Giant to be a head coach if the Ravens fire Pierce? I wouldn't bring in Pierce if the Ravens fire him because I just feel like if he didn't do well in Vegas, I want someone with a proven track record. So I don't know. I feel like they could think about that. I don't know who would be a good option though. Like, obviously I think we'd all love Eli, but I don't see him wanting to be a coach anytime soon. And, I think being a player is one thing, but you got to have some sort of coaching, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, like some type of experience like that before becoming a coach. So I don't know. I don't think they would go for anyone like that. Nice, Dexter. 2 hours a day for a German Shepherd Husky? Oh my God. No, Marcy. So she's our third English Bulldog. The first one that we had, we adopted her when she was 10 and a half. The second one we adopted when she was 5, and then Marcy when she was 2. Marcy has significantly more energy than the two of them, especially after she just got her tail pocket fixed. But she doesn't walk for very long. Like we took her on a walk this morning. It was like, oh, Aaron Jones got the touchdown. Where is Joe Mixon? It's like 15-minute walks at the most. But she likes more to play. Like she could play for 2 hours straight, just like playing tug of war or like playing fetch a little bit, but she doesn't love to walk. Which is kind of why I like Bulldogs, is they're lazy, but she's got a lot of energy. Did anyone see Texas A&M versus Auburn? I didn't. 4 overtimes? Holy hell. Who ended up winning? That's wild. I didn't know that. No former Giant that I can think of that has the pedigree, with the exception of, Dan Campbell. What a beast. But was Dan Campbell not a coordinator first? Or like assistant coach at all? Like, I don't know if Eli is like fiery enough. I'm sure that he is. Oh, great. John Runyon, false start. Nice. To be a coach. I don't know. Oh, I want to show everyone your duck. Get your mess. Oh, Auburn upset A&M. Wow. 4 overtimes is insane. Notre Dame great. Oh, yes. I saw the score of Notre Dame today, and I was like, damn, they really destroyed them. Go to Vito. Oh, interim head coach with the Dolphins when they were terrible. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I like Dan Campbell. He's got the makeup to be a good head coach. I love his post-game locker room speeches. I watch every single one of them. Like, this guy is unbelievable. Is this her toy? She ripped. My husband got it from Bass Pro, and it was supposed to be one of those like extra strong things. She destroyed it. There's no stuffing left in it. Someone catch this, please. Nope, out of bounds. Oh, Jalen Hyatt, first target. He's out of bounds. Who's down? DeVito? I think DeVito is down. Oh, yeah. What are they saying? Wonder if he got the wind knocked out of him? Oh, offsides defense. Nice. Oh. Yeah, shoulder, rib, maybe. God, he's taking some shots today. Drew Lock might have to be the starter next week if he's okay. Lock is warming up. Jesus. This team. I mean, thank God we're out of playoff contention, because at this point it's like comical. But if we were in the fight for playoffs, this would not be funny. I was at Target and saw a young girl being arrested for stealing. The mother told the officer to keep her in jail to teach her a lesson. I think it depends on how old she is. If she's like, I don't know. I have a friend who got arrested for underage drinking in high school, and they like kept her in the cell for like an hour, which was messed up. But yeah, I think he got the wind knocked out of him or something. DeVito looks like he's okay on the sidelines. Oh my God, Drew Lock is in. This is so Giants. She was 17. Oof. Good pass. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't know what the answer is. I think discipline is very important. Oh, here comes DeVito. Drew Lock, there we go. He got his one snap. I think discipline is very important, but I think it depends. If it was the first time she's ever done it, then the deputy took her cuffs out and told the girl, you can cry, but you were not crying when you stole. I mean, third and 7. Get rid of it. Is no one open? Seriously? Oh my God. Anyway, I don't know what the answer is. I think if she's done it a couple times and she hasn't learned her lesson, then I would probably be like, hold her for a couple hours. We'll pick her up later. I would not keep her overnight. Some point you got to learn. You got to learn. You can't do stuff like that, you know? Yes, this is very bad. I live down here in Philly. They never put a Giants game on. Other games like Pittsburgh, Washington. That used to frustrate me too, because I lived in Massachusetts for many years. And I'm like, what other games are there to play between New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts? You've got one team. Why are you not putting Giants games on? It's so bizarre to me. I don't get it. You're setting your kid up to hate you. That's fair. You can discipline without punishing. Yeah. Yeah, DeVito definitely took some shots today. They got to elevate Tyree Phillips next week. You can't keep trotting out Chris Hubbard over there. Not when you have Tyree Phillips now, at least for the sake of just not getting your quarterback injured, and like give him a chance to make some plays. I can't believe Joe Mixon, really killing me. And the Bucs, all these touchdowns. Mike Evans doesn't have a single one. Come on. Brutal. It's the two Super Bowls. That's why Mass won't play Giants games. Probably, honestly. Their TV stations are still butthurt over it. I know Montgomery injured his shoulder. He's been come back to the game. But he did already score a touchdown. Let's see how my fantasy team is doing. I haven't checked in on them in a while. Justin Jefferson has less than 1 point. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Unbelievable. Luckily, Achane and Irving are picking up the slack. Tank Dell, brutal. Hawkinson, brutal. God damn, Minnesota. You're killing me. Wow, the girl I'm playing against has Tony Pollard on her bench, and he has almost 19 points. All right, what are the 4 o'clock games? All right, 4 o'clock. We got Broncos, Raiders, Cardinals, Seahawks, and Niners, Packers. I hope I get the Niners Packers game. It's going to be good. Is Jordan Addison having a good game? I don't even know. I only get 1 game. Oh, nice. I get the Niners Packers. Sweet. I am kind of surprised that Dallas has not fired McCarthy. I mean, I'm on board. Just keep him till the end of the year at this point. He clearly stinks. But Mike McCarthy's fault. Yeah, I know the parlays are brutal. I usually do. Oh, maybe hold on. My Lions one maybe might have hit. Tennessee is winning 30-27 over Houston. That game is wild. I cannot believe the Titans. Also, that's good, right? The Titans we want them to win. Better for our draft pick. Okay, hold on. I'm going to Tankathon. Yes, Tennessee's 2-8. This is what we want. We want Tennessee to win and we lose, and then we move up to the second place. I think the Jags are on a bye this week. Also, then we'll have lost 6 in a row. That is bad. Tommy is not a starting quarterback. We all know this. Yes, it was just a different bad quarterback than what we have been dealing with. Yes, we had the worst quarterback room in the league this year, and that cannot be debated. Yes, I agree with you. Okay, let's check in on my bets. Sterling Shepard. I need to get a half a yard. Oh no, Montgomery is going to mess up my Lions bet. I had Amon-Ra 70 plus receiving. He still needs 8. Montgomery 50 plus, Montgomery touchdown, and Gibbs touchdown. Man, tough day today for my bets. Brutal. Addison had an early TD. Okay. Oof. Vikings are primarily running against the Bears because they are up by 2 Ds and not going to give up their lead by passing. I mean, but can't you just have Justin Jefferson give you another TD? Hello, Jeffrey. Yes, Marcy loves to play. She's goes from like sleeping to just wanting to play for an hour and like nothing in between. Jax lose to the bye week. Yes, anyone can do a parlay in there's a bunch of different betting apps. I like DraftKings and FanDuel the best. DraftKings, I think, has the best boosts, but FanDuel sometimes I think has better odds. Wow, 4th and 1, they're going for it. Seriously? Nice. Giants stopped them. Look at that. Titans loss helps, but let's see. Yes, how the Cowboys play the rest of the season. That's true. I know they don't care about my parlays. Like I said, which is so rude after everything I do for them. The good news is we play Dallas on Thanksgiving. Insert insincere smile. Oof. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. That game is going to be something. I think DraftKings has better boosts, which is usually why I do the parlay, because they get you with the boost. So I'm like, okay, well, the odds boost 25%, then what the heck? But I don't bet a lot of money. I do like anywhere from like $2 to $10 per bet. Just depends on what it is. Like I did $5 on Tracy, Mike Evans. I don't know why. I just thought that was going to be a good one. Come on, get close enough. What's his name? A touchdown. Oh, the Pats scored another TD, I guess, unless they just had 2 field goals. Yeah, if you have good odds, $10 on a bet could win you a lot of money. Yes, good news is we didn't sign Aaron Rodgers. The Jets, man, I don't know what they're doing. I hope they bring Aaron Rodgers back. Bring him back. Man, this is tough, man. I knew I shouldn't have done Tyreek Hill. Although there's still 10 minutes left, but Mixon, 7 minutes left there, but Evans, God damn it, Mike Evans. I don't have any friends who are Eagles fans. A couple girls that I went to college with were from Philly, so they're Eagles fans. But once we left college, we didn't really keep in touch that much. Still follow them on Instagram. Go, Tracy. And there, wow, Dallas is going to beat Washington. There's still 6 minutes left. Maybe not. Bo Nix is playing way better than I thought he was going to be. I know a lot of people thought that, a lot of the experts thought too, that once he was with, look at this functioning offense, can move the ball. Who would have thought? Come on, Tracy touchdown. Let me get. Oh, we have no timeouts left because why would we ever have any timeouts left? Oh, using the last one now. Anyway, so I know a lot of experts were like, him and Sean Payton are going to be really good together. And I didn't think it was going to click as quickly as it did, but he's impressed me. He's definitely been better than I expected him to be. I usually don't do the spread, Willie. For some reason, I just don't trust it. I usually just do money line, or I'll do anytime touchdown is usually a big one. Go out of bounds. Nice. Or I'll do like over under yardage. So Wandale, I did over 35 and a half yards. Shep, I did over 17 and a half. I should have done Theo over 21 and a half, which is really what I should have done. I know. Washington is pathetic. They got to get it together and win. Although I'm not going to lie, it makes me feel like a little bit better about Washington. Not, oh, good Lord. Oh, forward pass. Keep going. Makes me feel a little bit better about Washington because, you know, there's been so much talk about, well, I mean, listen, they've revamped everything, but they have a quarterback and look at what it's done for the org, which obviously has helped significantly. Who's that? Who's that? Go get him. Go get him, Mars. Jeez, DeVito just took another hit. Yeah, Nix is doing great, but he might not have performed as well with the Giants. Honestly, I think that we probably would have ruined some quarterbacks. However, I do think if we drafted Nix, he would have been sitting. He would have been playing right now, but he would not have started the season. Like Jones would have started. Then when they benched Jones at this point, they would have gone to Nix. Now, could have been a good thing. Could have been a not good thing. I don't know. Yes, money line is just picking who's going to win. Exactly. I usually don't like the spread because I don't know. I feel like I don't have an in-depth enough knowledge for every single team to really feel like if they win, they're going to win by that much. Plus, you never know. Like any given Sunday. Did we all think Dallas was going to beat Washington? No. And if they win, so what? You know. So, I don't know. RD has top 10 talent for certain. Yes, I agree with you. I was most excited about the defense going into this year. And they have disappointed me like everyone else on the Giants has. I know Dallas is winning. I need Washington to get it together and win this game. There's still time. Oh my God, they just scored another touchdown. Jeez. It was just 13-9. Oh my God, Washington, get it together. Yeah, Drew Lock, not great. Someone catch that. And time's up. 30-7. I did not see, so I didn't watch the whole Colorado game because I had people over during that, but I heard all about it. Do I need to go Google it and actually like watch the video of it or no? What do I need to know about it? All right, let's see what other games we got on here. We'll watch Pats Dolphins. And Commanders Dallas. Well, Baker had under 300 yards passing, so that's good. Oh no, Sam Darnold is limping off the field, and here comes Nick Mullins. Well, we'll see how Nick Mullins does, and if he's bad, then maybe Daniel Jones. I don't really want Shador. I have seen too many of his antics that I think are very unprofessional and immature, and I don't like that. Yeah, awful game. I can handle the night games, never stay awake, the 1 p.m. blowouts. Oh, yeah, that's true. At least the night games, you can just be like, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to watch any more of this, but not so much for these 1 o'clocks. I know. I just turned on the Washington game. I can't believe now they're down. Wow, Jaden Daniels, nice ball. Yes, Jones with Nick sitting on the bench. Yes, that would have been the move. I know, Scott. I just thought the same thing. Jones to the Vikings could be. And the Niners are starting their backup quarterback today too, so we'll see how he does. Hi, Mars. You good girl. What? Give me your toy. Give me it. Give me. I thought Washington was going to dominate this game. Going into it, I'm like, Dallas is awful this year. You know, Commanders have been a little up and down, but for the most part, they have the talent. Like, wow, hell of a grab. Where's sweet girl? Oh, love you. I just want some attention. I'm just pissed I can't watch this Giants team and be happy. I know. I'm with you. What sucks is there's still 6 weeks left of this. Like, we're not in week, 16 and just have a couple weeks until we can get excited about the draft. Like, we have 6 more weeks of this shit. I'm with you. It's too long. I wonder if Daniels' rib injury is more serious or bothering him than they ever let on. Is that McCaffrey? Oh, you're so cute, my Mars. Depending how long Purdy is out, but just Jones learning from Shanahan. Yes. Oh, you okay, Mama? Just ran right into my knee. Ring as a backup like Sam Darnold did. Yes, move on to another team and start is what Jones should hope for. I totally agree with you. And I think if he has a good agent, that's what his agent is advising him to do. And I also think if you're Jones, like, I know that he's a super competitor, but I'm sure he knows that he's got a lot to learn and a lot to improve upon. And what better way to do that and actually like keep your hopes alive than going to a playoff bound team who at least is going to have some like an exciting future ahead, right? Like, you got off a 2-8 team that sucks to a team that could be at least is going to be in the postseason, like maybe going after a ring, better than what he ever would have gotten here. I just left Bad Dog live. He's sick right now. He's about to go on a rant. Oh God, what about coaching? Probably. I think we're doing our live again. Me, Bad Dog, the entertainer, and Anthony from Fireside Giants. We do a live called Giants Collective every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on YouTube. So we'll do it again this week, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. I am a sweet potato, mashed potato person. Sweet potato casserole, my favorite. Nice. There we go, Washington. Let's go. He wants everybody fired. I mean, this is bad because I'm just at the point where I'm like, I'm not even that mad. Like, I knew they were going to suck today. I didn't think that Tommy DeVito was going to come in and fix this team. Is the play calling amazing? No. Was the offensive line good? No. Should they have elevated Tyree Phillips? Yes. I mean, I don't know. What? Tune into Giants Live and see what Sean O'Hara. That's a good idea. What? My gremlin. All right, let's see if they can get the 2-point attempt here, Washington. I'm 50-50 on them picking a quarterback. I feel like in Hard Knocks, we got to see that side of Dable that is so knowledgeable from an offensive side of the ball. And I do really feel like he's been limited with what he can do with this quarterback room. But I don't know. Again, if he gets fired, I'm not going to cry about it. Giants fans were expecting more, I'm sure. I'm telling you, I got a lot of DMs from people being like, Tommy DeVito's going to ruin our draft stock. Or like, I can't wait to see Tommy Cutlets light it up on this offense. Jones was the problem. And I'm just going to sit here and say, I told you so. Like, I just don't know. Everyone has revisionist history of what DeVito did last year. The first game he played, Dable didn't even let him pass the ball. He literally called a run play every single time. Go, Jaden. Go, go, go. Yes. 2017. There's 3 minutes left. Washington can come back. Yeah, I think Tyrone Tracy is going to be good next week. Yes, it'll hurt us more in the draft if they win games. I agree. Joe Shane, he's got to go. Like, Hard Knocks was a big eye opener. In what way? I do think that Hard Knocks, I mean, I think it showed some good things and some not some good things. I think if you want to talk about the quarterback room, I think that's a fair complaint. But Tyrod didn't want to be here, and they weren't going to pay Tyrod what he got paid from the Jets. So could they have gone after another backup quarterback? Sure. But remember last year, Drew Lock looked pretty damn good against the Giants when he played with Seattle, and they beat us 24-3. So he's not all bad. He's a backup for a reason. And $5 million for the time at him was reasonable. And look, they were paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year. They were like, you are going to play good football. Like, we're going to make it work. And it didn't work. Yes, I do win some of my bets. Last week, I had a really good one. I won $50 on an anytime. I did an anytime TD parlay. Or no, I did. It was on a Lions bet. I did a Lions parlay. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Turpin is going to run this back for a touchdown. Oh my God. Oh my God, Washington, you suck. Mike McCarthy's like, my job is saved. I think Jaden just said, how does that happen? Woof. Anyway, my parlay last week was a 3-leg parlay. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jameson Williams anytime TD. Won $50. That was a good one. I think we need to clean house. I don't know. Oh my God, you guys, get over the Barkley thing. Honestly, having Saquon Barkley on this team was not going to make that much of a difference. If you think we would have been a playoff contender because we had Saquon Barkley, I need you to actually watch Giants football games because you're watching with your eyes closed. Like, get over it. Any other GM that was in our position would not have paid Saquon Barkley $13 million a year, especially after they offered him back-to-back deals that was close to that a year earlier, and he told them to fuck off. They couldn't afford to pay a running back $13 million a year when they had 100 other holes. Everyone needs to stop obsessing over Barkley. He's on a good team with a good offensive line. What did you expect him to do? I mean, it's been a miracle he hasn't been injured. But outside of that, we all knew he was a good football player. I don't know why people are surprised. What? Why should Barkley come back to them when he told them where they need to be and they didn't sign him the prior year or this year? Again, but they gave him multiple offers and he told them to fuck off, basically. So he had a different agent who went about things differently. So I agree, Michael. I don't think Saquon wanted to be here. You were at the game and it was mentally and physically exhausting. Oh, I'm sorry. Nandish? Is that how you pronounce it? Tough game. Tough game. Hi, junkies. It would have helped to have Barkley, but the way Shane verbally handled it was not professional. I don't know. I was just at the point where I was so sick of the Saquon thing that, I mean, I'm still so sick of the Saquon thing, if you can't tell. But I don't know. I think at some point, like as a GM, I think you kind of have to play hardball with these guys too. Like you can't act like you're going to let them walk all over you and just do whatever they want, because if they don't have any respect for you in no negotiations, like that's all over. Wow. And the Texans missed a 28-yarder to tie it. Damn. No, Cowboys on Thanksgiving, and then Saints is the next home game. Brutal. Anyway, I think people just forget that the Giants offered Saquon multiple deals and he turned them all down. So I think part of it is he wanted to get paid a lot of money, which is fine. And I think the other part of it is he just didn't really want to be a Giant unless he was going to get paid what the Eagles were going to pay him. Barkley would be great for a new quarterback, but we don't have time or money for that. He was great, but we didn't utilize him. Yeah, I mean, I just think even if we signed him, I don't think anything would be different today if we had signed him. No Barkley, no Jones, half the draft picks not even on the team. Next year, some won't even be here. Slayton is gone. Next year, we got more holes than we got depth. I disagree with that, because 41 out of 53 of the current players on the roster are going to be back next year, which is big. And it gives us an opportunity to fill in those holes with good talent. So I actually think that as of right now, we have more depth talent-wise than we did last year. But we'll see. I mean, what happens this year is going to be different than what happens next year. I think it depends on what they do in free agency and what they do in this offseason. If they don't re-sign Nacho, Aziz, Slayton, some of the other guys who are going to be free agents, like there's definitely a lot of holes to fill, but they're going to have over $60 million in cap space. They're going to have 7 to 8 draft picks, potentially the second overall draft pick. So they're going to have money and stuff to be able to fix it. Why waste my Sunday? I mean, look, I was going to watch the game anyway, so I might as well live stream it. I'll stay on for like 10 more minutes and then I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Shane was asking him to come back to them. Why would he do that? Because he thought that the Eagles were not going to offer him that much money. Guaranteed. I don't think anyone thought the Eagles were going to offer them that much money. But I think Howie was like, we're in a position to pay a running back. They had gotten rid of Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. And they were like, why not give it the opportunity to screw over the Giants, a division rival? I mean, I would have done it if I was him. You know, he turned them down because he wanted to get paid. Yeah, this team sucks. Why would he meant to be here? Yeah. Who's that? Who's that, Mars? Who's that? Yeah, they should have. I don't know why they let go of Swift. He was a good back. Can't put good toys on this team anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just didn't like the Shane look. That's fair. I think it did come off with him not looking good. I agree with that. But I don't necessarily disagree with the way he went about it. I think he really just thought that they're not going to offer him that much money. So Saquon's going to come back and be like, okay, I didn't get what I wanted. So what's your best offer? Because remember, Derrick Henry, who is the best back in the league, is only getting paid $8 million a year. He's getting paid significantly less than Saquon and is like the best player on the Ravens. So, you know. Yes, Michael, you enjoy too. I don't think I think they're going to be a package deal. Wherever Shador goes, Dion goes, and Dion is going to be in control of where Shador goes. I don't want them here. I just think I want Cam Ward. And I do like Milrow, although yesterday he had a pretty bad day. So, but he might be a good later round pick. Does Swift have that many injuries? I don't even know. I haven't paid enough attention. I am working on merch. I had a call about it on Thursday, so it's coming. Hopefully by this Friday. I don't know if it's going to be that quick, but we're going to work on it. Yes, Derrick Henry is only getting paid $8 million a year, which is a steal. I think Dabes will make it through the year. Yes. The question will be, do they blow it up this offseason? I think we'll see. We have to see how the rest of the season goes, but I think that it's looking like it could go either way, honestly, at this point, I think. Oh my God, I totally agree, Anissa. I think Dexter just looks like the nicest, sweetest, funny guy. I feel so bad for him after every game. I'm like, this guy cannot catch a break with this damn team. He's great. Come on, Washington. Washington still has 2 timeouts. Yes, I do get shit done. I am one of those people, like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. And no one's gonna stop me. Oh, not Bill Belichick. Here we go. Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old and is on the Manning cast, has his own show with Peyton. I don't think he's coming back to coaching at all, I mean. Damn, that must have been 3rd down. I didn't realize that. Yes, when the Cowboys win, America loses. I agree. If the Giants let Brian Dable go after the season, who should the Giants get? I mean, I don't know who else is going to be out there. So that's the biggest question mark, is depending on who's available. Nice. Field goal is good. 27-20. Let's go, Washington. Get a turnover here. I think Mike Vrabel could be a good option. If Ben Johnson leaves the Giants, the Lions, I would take him in a second. I don't really know if he's going to leave the Lions, but those are 2 good options. And then I don't know who else is going to be available. I like the idea of promoting assistant GM Brandon Brown, again, because I don't know what other GMs are going to be out there, but I do really like Brandon Brown, and I think he's done a really nice job since he's been with the Giants. And he was with the Eagles beforehand. He did a nice job then. Yes, I think a lot of Giants fans would be happy with Mike Vrabel. Also, he used to work with Shane Bowen, so he's already going to have that connection with the Giants defensive coordinator, which would be great. And then he would just bring in his own offensive coordinator, which would be interesting. She might be 25. She's either 24 or 25. Either way, she is 40 years younger or 50 years younger than Belichick, which is insane. Insane. Get that bag, girl. It's great. I want to know, this is my biggest question about them, is like, what are they talking about at dinner? Like, I want to be a fly on the wall, or like at a table next to them with Brian, and just be like, what are you guys talking about? You know, like, do you want to know what they're talking about at dinner? Or if they're like in the kitchen cooking, what are their conversations? What are you talking? Like, it's one thing if you're 25 and you're talking to your grandparent who's in their 70s, but like a 25-year-old and a 72-year-old's, like, what do you have in common? You guys talking about the weather? You know? I'm so curious. Oh my God, the Chiefs and Panthers are tied? Hell yes. The Chiefs losing streak started last week. I love it. Let's go, Panthers. I don't get the rest of that game. Let's see. Do they have it on a different channel? Oh, yes. Okay, turn it on. Forget Washington. I'll come back to that. Oh my God. Pick 6. Come on, Carolina. Do you know how much better we could all feel about losing to the Panthers? I mean, I still don't feel good about the Giants by any means, but if the Chiefs lose to the Panthers as well as the Giants losing to the Panthers, I'd be like, would you look at that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get that bag, get in the will, girly. Although I'm sure his son's getting all that money. Does he have one son, Steve? Dable says DeVito will start Thursday. He's talking to the media now. Dable said missed tackles was an issue again today. Well, Shane Bowen, get on that. They're in field goal range. Come on, come on. Oh my God, a missed tackle. You guys like watching the Giants. Come on, you got to get a turnover here. Oh, the Cowboys are 3rd and 18. Washington could get the ball back. I do not want Shane Bowen back. He's not been good. Our D is last in stopping the run. I do think part of that is personnel. I would be surprised if they fired him after one season. I think they need better linebackers in here, and they desperately, well, first of all, they need, starting from the front to back on defense, they need an interior defensive lineman who's good against the run. So someone next to Dexter instead of Nacho is hopefully going to help. Then they need another good linebacker to play with Bobby O. I think McFadden's good. He's not great. We could use someone better than him. His missed tackles are a problem. And then also, you guys, the Chiefs are on their backup kicker because Harrison Butt-Kiss loser face is injured. So miss it. Hi, Mars. The Titans won. Oh my God. Miss it. Damn it. Oh, how embarrassing though. The Chiefs won by 3 points to the Panthers. That's pathetic. Anyway, so I think I would give Shane Bowen one more year under the premise that we are bringing in more talent and see if that helps, especially if you bring in Vrabel. She's asking if they could go to Disney World or the Bunny Ranch in Nevada. Oh my God. I'm telling you, if anyone ever sees them at dinner, I need you to sit next to them with like a microphone and tell me word for word what they talked about. Maybe I'll see them in the Cape this weekend. It's clear Wink was responsible for more wins than Dable. Well, there's no doubt that last year the defense was significantly better than the offense. That's for sure. If Bowen cannot find a way to stop the run, then I have no use for him. That's fair. DB coach needs to be laid to rest. Jerome, I like Jerome Henderson, but I have a problem with the fact that Banks is still an issue. In a Pampers commercial. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry, Christopher. You are not going to get your wish with a new owner. John Mara will never sell. Never. And he's got kids who will take it over. So he's not going anywhere. I will see if I can find out how Bill Belichick met his girlfriend. I'll do some snooping on the internet and see what I find. Coaches come to die. It'll be interesting to see what happens the next 6 weeks. But all right, guys, I'm going to go. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me. The Giants stink, but we have the 2nd overall draft pick right now. So we've got that going for us. Oh my God, in Washington, Terry McLaurin. Oh my God, this is so great. I cannot believe the first half was 10-9, and now they both have scored 26 points. Oh my God, this is wild. Yeah, you can use that. Wow. Let's go, Washington. This is great. This is so great. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll have a recap podcast tomorrow, which I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Nothing good. And then Giants Cowboys Thursday. I guess I'll preview that because we all know how exciting that's going to be. But thank you guys for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll be back tomorrow.